Hi, have you ever thought about burnout as a wake-up call, not just to reorganize your priorities, but to rethink your entire definition of productivity? And no, I'm not talking about just rearranging priorities. I'm talking about the concept of productivity itself. Because, wait for it, productivity doesn't have just one meaning. So what is productivity? So this week, while preparing for a talk about reframing productivity at work, I decided to do a little experiment. I asked ChatGPT to generate two images, one of a super productive woman and the other one a non-productive woman. And let me tell you, the result was predictable. So the first, polished, dressed to impress, sitting in a pristine modern desk, no distractions, just a fancy cappuccino and a laptop in a picture-perfect workspace. The second, messy, sloppy clothes, clutter everywhere, paper crumbled up, two phones inside, eyes darting between screens. Obvious, right? But when I showed these images to the audience and I asked if they align with their personal idea of productivity, a woman from Chicago completely flipped the script and she said, actually, I'd say exactly the opposite. I was, wait, what? And she explained that in the US, a productive person is often seen as someone exhausted, overworked, practically running on fumes, because that's the badge of honor for hard work. And that actually reinforced the main idea I was trying to convey there, that we don't actually agree on what productivity means at an individual and cultural level. What do we mean when we talk about productivity? There are thousands of articles, books, and life hacks about productivity. One day this is the ultimate trick to boost your productivity 100%, and the day after, stop doing this is killing your productivity. And the same person on the same topic. Have you ever noticed how these productivity hacks constantly, or often, let's say, contradict each other?
Be super structure, plan, schedule, organize one day and the other days.
Of course, it's life, enjoy it, recharge, protect your well-being and whatever you care about.
That's because they are not even talking about the same thing. And of course, it's not they are inconsistent or they are stupid or silly. They just don't realize that they are talking about productivity interchangeably. Most people throw around the word productivity without realizing that they are switching between completely different paradigms. Back in 1971, Herbert Simon said something that really made me think. The difficulty does not stem from jargon, but from a complete disparity of meanings hidden behind a superficially common language. Translation: we use the same words, but we are not talking about the same thing. There are a lot of different kinds of productivity. For example, economic productivity, which is maximizing output per unit of input. Cognitive productivity, which is efficient thinking and learning. Creative productivity, which is the rate and quality of creative work. Emotional productivity, which is managing emotions for well-being. Technological productivity, using tools and automation effectively. Ecological productivity, which is how systems sustain life. Or personal productivity, which is managing your time, energy, and resources efficiently. See the problem? We say, I want to be more productive, but what does that even mean? So, do you want to, for example, finish more tasks? Do you want to create a better work? Do you want to work less and protect your well-being? Do you want to do something totally different? Because here is the thing, those aren't the same goals. And when we mix these definitions up, we end up chasing conflicting ideas of productivity. 1 minute we are thinking about maximizing efficiency, and the next we are thinking about slowing down and prioritize mental health. And then we wonder why we feel stuck, overwhelmed, and never productive enough. So, here is the 2 things, like foundational tips for building the best relationship with the idea of productivity. First step, define your productivity. So before you try the next life-changing productivity hack, ask yourself, what does productivity mean to me? Is it getting more things done? Is feeling fulfilled? Is using your resources wisely, protecting your energy or well-being, or something else entirely, like your productivity of your team? Because in a world driven by knowledge, creativity, and connection, productivity isn't just about doing more. And the best way to truly be productive, make sure that you're measuring the right thing. Step 2. Question every productivity tip you hear. Every time you hear a new productivity strategy, ask yourself, what kind of productivity are they actually talking about? So, now, I'll leave you with this question. What's your definition of productivity? Drop it in the comment, because I'd love to hear it. But if you want to sit with it and just figure it out on your own, that's cool, as long as you have the answer. And remember, stay grounded, stay connected, stay sustainably focused. And if you like this video, remember to like, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.